Disclaimer: Fair Use Act, education purpose use only. All rights, image, and music clip belong to their prospective owner, and we do not claim ownership. Hi y'all, how everybody doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat with their thumbs chat. Now watch this, y'all. We already know what's going on, right? With the Kenneka Jenkins case. Look, no more conspiracy theory. We solved the case. We see what's actually going on. And it just got me fire hot because look how many people was searching for the truth and they laid a cornerstone out there to have everybody hitting a brick wall. It's so sad that when they sold the girl out, right? The girl been deceased months before we ever heard about her. And now all of a sudden Mr. Reese wanna confess talking about some y'all know they made me sign a contract. They force you, Mr. Reese, or they put this dollar sign in front of your face. That's crazy to me how we all been here years and finding to figure out that these people were running the scam because King Rob said they were foreigners. King Rob said this. Check this out. You want to know how King Rob really spoke out some things? When King Rob said, hey, you look into their family, you know they all number foreigners, then we could trace the foreigners back to where they come from. And King Rob really from Minneapolis, Minnesota, just like Kilo Brown. That's where she from, right? Look what's going on in St. Paul, Minnesota right now with the immigrants that's fraudulent. If you know what's going on with ICE in St. Paul, Minnesota, then you got CNN with Don Lemon getting locked up, and you know what I'm talking about. Just look at what King Rob said. He been saying this shit. He been saying this. Everybody else been saying this stuff. Man, watch this, y'all. When I say we solved the case, boy, did we solve the case. Because I told you I ain't through yet. But guess what? Let's go to King Rob, right? Let's go to King Rob live video. And I just want y'all to hear one thing. When it comes to this King Rob video, I want y'all to recognize this channel. But this finna give you more receipts. I showed his video and I told y'all, look, this the video that if you really want to know the truth about Kenneka, Andrew, he told y'all what Andrew Holmes in the story said.
Sunday, who Chicago police say was sexually assaulted live on Facebook, is safe. CBS 2's Mai Martinez joins us live from 51st and Wentworth, where area central detectives are working this case. Mai.
Erica, Chicago police found the girl around 7:45 this morning after being alerted by a concerned citizen. As the girl recovers, Chicago police are looking for those who assaulted her.
To me, it was pure hell.
Crisis responder Andrew Holmes is talking about a copy of a Facebook Live video which shows what appears to be the sexual assault of a 15-year-old girl by multiple young men. Dozens of people watched the attack as it happened, but Chicago police say no one reported it.
And if you seen the video and you see how disturbing it was, then you should have picked up the phone and called the Chicago Police Department.
Holmes got the video from a concerned community member and gave it to Chicago police.
I did see the young lady being pulled toward the bed, and she pushed back as she didn't want to go on the bed.
This morning, Chicago police say the girl was found safe near 13th and Independence, a short distance from where she was last seen Sunday afternoon in the 1400 block of South Avers. She was reunited with her family.
The main concern was her health and to get her to a hospital.
As the girl recovers, Chicago police are looking for her alleged attackers. Holmes has this message for them.
If you know you was in that room, don't wait until you get a knock on your door or the detectives want to talk to you. Just
Did you just hear that comment right there? You wanna know what that comment just mean? He said, "Don't wait to what?" Keep that in mind.
With her family.
the main
Listen.
concern was her health and to get her to a hospital.
As the girl recovers, Chicago police are looking for her alleged attackers. Holmes has this message for them.
If you know you was in that room, don't wait until you get a knock on your door or the detectives want to talk to you. Just simply.
I just want everybody to hear that part. Right? Go to King Rob video. Watch this, y'all. Trey Gang still busting them up. Boom. Let's go to this.
But a lot of these shorties never been to the joint and none of that, so they don't know that feeling. But trust me, they're getting a different feeling. Like no feeling. Dead is, if you want to say that. You know when you're dead, you have no feeling. You see? And then I had a shorty tell me this. Listen. I had a shorty tell me this. He said, cause I used to always be scolding they little ass. They're like, pay some shit. But nigga, you can go to the feds and this and that. And I was like, for one, I can't go to the feds because I'm not in that field no more, sir. But for two is this here's, I'll rather chance it with drugs than chance it with my life. See, because if I go sell someone some coke or some heroin or something and I catch an indictment, I'm coming home. But if you go down the street and shoot a op and you kill him, it's over with for you. Because if they catch you, you're never coming home. And if the ops catch you, you're never coming home. Now, do you see what I'm saying? So which game would you rather play? See, they're playing a real game. You know why? Because basically you're screwed already. Especially if you're anywhere, especially if you did a murder when you was a teenager. You know what?
Did you hear that? He said, especially when you did a murder, when you was a teenager. Check this out. Hold on.
Come down here. If you get a
Attackers. Holmes has this message for them.
If you know you was in that room, don't wait until you get a knock on your door or the detectives want to talk to you. Just simply come down here. If you're a minor, come down here with your parents, talk to the detectives, clear your name.
As for the girl, he has another message.
And I want that young lady to know she's still a queen. She got a life ahead of her.
Why? Because the statute of limitations never runs out on murders. Why? Especially if you did a murder when you was a teenager. You know why? Because the statute of limitations never runs out on murders. So basically for the rest of your life, you're looking over your shoulders and you're just waiting on that knock at the door. Because trust me.
Message as she was reunited with her family.
The main concern was her health and to get her to a hospital.
As the girl recovers, Chicago police are looking for her alleged attackers. Holmes has this message for them.
If you know you was in that room, don't wait until you get a knock on your door or the detectives want to talk to you. Just simply.
And you're just waiting on that. Basically for the rest of your life, you look on. You know why? Because the statute of limitations never runs out on murders. So basically for the rest of your life, you're looking over your shoulders and you're just waiting on that knock at the door. Because trust me, the knocks will come at the door.
Was in that room, don't wait until you get a knock on your door or the detectives want to talk to you. Just simply.
Hi, y'all. Is Trey Gang making sense now? King Rob said it out of his own mouth. And guess what? When I tried to show everybody, check this out. Y'all remember what August Cole said about this particular crime involved that's dealing with Kenneka Jenkins? And you heard what King Rob said in the end. Andrew Holmes, don't wait till we knock on your door and King Rob said this.
And you just waiting on that knock at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Because trust me, the knocks will come at the door.
They will come.
It don't have to be now. It don't have to be 10 years from now. It can be 20 years from now, and they'll knock on your door. And I know you have seen it. See, because just because it says it's a closed case, that doesn't mean nothing. Because you know what's so crazy about the cold cases? They always seem to come back open, no matter how long it is. You know why the cold cases always seem to come back open? Because it be that man called God who opens that book back up.
Ooh-wee. Thumb me up right now. Thumb me up right now, Jack. Man, y'all better be glad that I be saving these type of videos. Cause these videos is gold right now, Jack. That man said it could be 10, 20 years from now. And I always tell everybody, I'm like, man, look, man, God answer my prayers, bro. Man, I could be talking about Prince K letter forever. Guess what we all gonna be led to? To the slaughterhouse with that shit. Let's expose the case. Like, share, subscribe right now. Like, share, subscribe right now. Cause guess what? When I was trying to tell everybody, I'm like, look, y'all. I was like, look, y'all, please, y'all go watch this band videos. Cause it's on his channel. Guess what he said about this same crime right here? Watch this.
So
Listen to this.
we're finna get a couple factual things straightened out, because I know y'all grown. Some of y'all people on here too grown to be still, having second thoughts about this. When Melanin was in that car, we all know who Melanin is, the one who helped Chosen King spread the narrative of the Antonia Evans.
Ooh.
When she got on there to tell that story, initially she spoke about a rape that took place in 2017, in March.
Same video Andrew Holmes said. Ain't that's the same video we just watched Andrew Holmes talk about? Don't wait till we knock at your door. Then you got who? And guess what they said the crime took place at 51st Street. That's where King Rob neighborhood. King Rob is from 51st and Vernon. Oh, you got an ear to hear. You can hear. Since your ears can hear, man, your eyes gonna see it. If you get your eyes and your ears to communicate with your brain and filter, boy, look, gang. And this same thing King Rod talking about in March. We talking about March. Guess what Trey Gang was talking about? Man, look, if it was a rape in March, hold on. Let's do a calculation. Let's start from January, February, right? March, right? April, May, June. Let's stop with June. Keep it in March. Cause now we know that it's dealing with somebody in Kenneka family. And once you go back to August code, it's supposed to be Kenneka's sister. Hold on, how many people in here? 45 likes, 75 in here. Man, let's see, can we defeat the goddamn enemies right now with this tea? They said numbers don't lie. We got an opportunity to show how numbers really actually work. All right. All right. Check this out.
Place. So that was facts. You can look that up. That happened. And that rape was in the Lawndale area where Christiana is located.
King Rob neighborhood.
It don't have to be 10 years from now. Which game would you? It's over with for you.
In his neighborhood.
You're never coming home. And if the ops catch you, you're never coming home. Now, do you see what I'm saying? So which game would you rather play? See, they're playing a real game. You know why? Because basically you're screwed already. Especially if you're anywhere, especially if you did a murder when you was a teenager. You know why? Because the statute of limitations never runs out on murders. So basically for the rest of your life, you're looking over your shoulders and you're just waiting on that knock at the door. Because trust me, the knocks will come at the door.
Same what he just said. If you was a juvenile in the same murder in his neighborhood in March. In March.
Well, gang them at, you know, there's no
Rob
need to
them
discuss gang, you feel me? Gang knows what I'm talking about. I guess that everybody's entertained. Even the stories I hear that I know are blatant jackassery. We entertain that. But one thing that happened for sure is that a rape took place. On Facebook Live. They threatened her uncle. They threatened her mom, and they had to get her out of there because she was being threatened. Every day.
Every day.
Everything that came after that, Melanin said, blatant jackassery.
Ooh.
That was to feed this narrative that everybody wants to have.
Yeah. Sure live.
Why would I reenact a murder?
Why would they do that? That's just like if I'm in a relationship with a female, right? We've been together, just say for a couple of months or probably 6 years or some shit like that, right? And she go through my phone and find out like, damn, what's up with you cheating on me? And like, I'm like, no. And to prove my point, why would I got to reenact what she saw? And what she, why would I reenact me just to change her mind? That's the worst thing to do. So I'm saying, if this happened in the Lawndale area in 51st Street, in King Rob neighborhoods, guess who it was? Guess who it was? Watch this. Check this out. You got Andrew Holmes covering the story. So with that being said, You still think Andrew Holmes don't know Miss Teresa very well? But keep this in mind, she told the world, I don't know Andrew Holmes. She said she never met this man and saw this man in a day in her life. That's what she told y'all. Guess how nobody ain't even question that power. Like, damn, Mr. Reed, we just found out why you just really just said you don't even know this man. But this man on the news covering your family member cases about rapes on live Facebooks. And it's similar to Kenneka Jenkins case. Damn, we gotta watch this shit on Facebook. Like reenactment scripted. Yeah. It just puzzled me that you got this man right here, bro. Watch this. Where he at? Hold on, right here. Damn, where my screen at? Why it ain't showing him then? Oh, here you go, right here. Check this out. Look at he the one told everybody this. Hold up. Let me escape out of this. And he just got it on his video. Hey, you talking about a rape in March on Facebook Live and you got the video? Who is the people that responsible for that? Better not talk about gang them. Not what didn't see. See this? He's showing the world like, look, this the same rape that was in March that King Rob say don't. Look, you will get a knock at the door. It could be 10 or 20 years later, Jack. Watch what he said. Watch this.
Reenactment is the same thing as a play. It's scripted. You know what play means? A reenactment is the same thing as a play. I need you to think about that. I need y'all to think about all this, because the last time I told a person that there wasn't a Santa Claus, I got in trouble for that. So I just want y'all to open y'all mind and just think. I wouldn't want my daughter to be subjected to any ridicule.
For real.
If she had already been raped, ran away, got lost, do you think that I would want her there?
With that being said, go back to Kenneka's Facebook page. Why would somebody perpetrate Kenneka Jenkins? Y'all remember we were like, who had Kenneka phone? You know what was the big argument about? Who had her phone? Bree had the phone. Bree had Kenneka phone. I mean, Bree had the keys. Irene them had the phone. And once you find out the truth, be like, oh, that's why we was in conspiracy mode on that, because she already died months before. They were just following the script. And that script was designed for us be like, to be in the chat, be like, yeah, man, because Bree had the phone. I mean, the keys. Yep, she had the keys. Because, you know, Monique and them said she was still in the room, so the phone got steal. So we trying to track a phone. On a false ad narrative, bro. You see what I'm saying? And then make it so bad, you know, you want to know what's the biggest receipt in the world? Cause when Miss Teresa made that live video and said nobody didn't do nothing to her, And if we know that her daughter died months before that, but it was another girl named Antonio and Vet Evans died that night, along with Eugenia Walker, there would be 3 girls. That means you got one died months before, one died on the 9th, well, on the 6th. Then you got one died on the 9th in a car wreck. Eugenia Walker, Antonio Vet Evans on the 6th, and Kenneka Jenkins months before that. So what they did, this is why the Antonio and Vet Evans family came out and was like, yeah, this is my daughter in the casket and all this old shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That means they've been working with organ harvesting people all the time. And something went wrong in the midst of a setup for it got the guy exposed. Cause look like to me the operation was going smooth. This is man, y'all got a cold lick you pulling out here. What the fuck went wrong for y'all to beef? Something ain't went right, bruh. And y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it just for the simple fact. This look. The man showed y'all proof about a rape. Look, you see his face? He from Chicago, right? He from the hood. He is from the hood. Only thing this man was telling everybody, hey, I know about gang now. I know it was a rape in March. What if Trey Gang say, hey, since he brought it up, somebody obsessed with Kenneka. Man, she bad. Woo, man, I swear that's the one I want. Nah, y'all ain't seeing that. No. It puzzled me that I showed everybody this man resume. I said this man is a part of a security firm that is specialized in human trafficking. Man, you think you want this man to be a CEO over human trafficking? And I said, y'all, I wouldn't even be surprised that this man will be a part of all these missing little girls. Especially one that look like Kenneka Jenkins. Man, that's so crazy to me, gang. Cause this your proof right here. You got Andrew Holmes representing Kenneka Jenkins' family before Kenneka was found in the freezer. So if you got Andrew Holmes representing her in March, skip May and go to June when Kenneka actually died with the kidney, and you want to figure out like, yeah, Mitch Rooster said Andrew Holmes just popped out of nowhere. No, he ain't popped out of nowhere. Yeah, you don't see these receipts do it. Oh yeah, watch this. And he telling y'all this in March, right? Watch this.
Why else would you
Mm-hmm.
think that the mom isn't so emotionally involved? She know her daughter's okay. Why else do you think that the records are sealed? Do y'all know that court cases are public? Murder cases are public. You can go in there and read murder cases that happen in your area.
Sure can. And this shit public. And it just puzzling me. I'm like, if this shit public, right? Why nobody don't use that public information? Why it always got to be a TikToker or a influencer breaking these public records down that you could also read? You see what I'm saying? And it's another thing that I saw, and I'm like, man, this information so public that you could put this public information in the hands of the wrong influence just to keep a narrative going, because they see, hey, I really want to know what happened to this case, and next thing you know, man, you got a million goddamn video, bro. Really though? Man, y'all ready to solve the case? Man, let's solve the case. Cause one thing y'all finna do is give that man his credit. Give that man his credit. The man just put y'all on. Watch this. Check this out. You see how he explaining it? Watch how he explaining this. Watch how he finna explain it.
You can go in there and read this. These items were sealed to keep you spending, number one, but for the protection of her daughter. You can call her Kenneka Jenkins.
Told you.
I call it a key generator.
What? He had to catch himself. Cause he already know who that girl in March actually getting raped. Guess where it started from? King Rob neighborhood. When I showed you King Rob neighborhood, look, y'all. Boy, I'm finna hit these people up with this shit. I got it in my queue right here. Y'all remember this video right here? Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. Where that John at? Nah, I ain't gonna show it yet. I know what I gotta do. I know where to find that John at. Don't, no worries, gang. No worries. No worries. It look, boy, no worries. Hold on, wait a minute. Should I go to this one? Let me skip it a little bit. Guess who Kenneka will be in the van with? Oh yeah, I got it right here. And this in March. Look, ain't this crazy? This in March. Look who she with, Jazzy. Ooh wee. Guess who are they in the truck with? Did they say, Rob, we need to go to the liquor store? What? Look at this. They in King Rob truck. They go Jazz in the front seat. Kenneka in the back. Rob driving. Do it make sense now? Oh yeah, this shit finna, man, I'm finna cook up right now. I'm cooking right now. See that? You see that? Look at Kenneka. You got Jazz. Look at the background. They got Rob in the front seat. What that look like to you? What that look like to you, right? Boo y'all. And there was wee. All right. Let's keep watching. They go Monifa. Look at Monifa. Po ass in the back. Bitch got a Spider-Man outfit on. Look at all of them. Whoa. Who is that? Look at all of. Whoa. Who is that? Whoa. See, this is what y'all need to be focused on right here. Because if you want focus on this, oh yeah, it's over with.
Because every time y'all come on here with a different narrative, it's just like a key generator. They're going to listen to what y'all say, create the scheme that you're talking about, and generate another plausible explanation as to why and how this girl was killed. If you believe that you're going to go in a hotel room and fuck with the footage, blatant jackassery. Blatant jackassery. Nobody, these.
And check this out. Once you go back to the Lifetime channel, what kind of van they showed y'all when this allegedly Kenneka Jenkins supposed to be getting abducted in the Lifetime movie? Boy, this finna be some crazy shit like Trey Gang got dog. You did show us that. Man, we watched the whole movie with you. That particular, you gonna know what particular scene finna stand out to you. In the Lifetime movie, about the van scene. The van scene. Woo! And that's why King Raw wanted to file a trademark just because of the van scene in the Lifetime movie. Pay y'all. Now Trey Gang cooking. Do you want me to cook some more? Give me that 100 likes off the rip. It sure it is. Yeah. Man, y'all thought I was just making up. Well, this for the new people. Man, you think I was just going live just to be talking on the microphone? No, I don't do that. I do that in the shower, you know what I'm talking about? I like to sing some, you know what I'm talking about? Some old school, be like, shoot, 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 shoot. Ooh, you know what I'm talking about? Get my hair relaxed, you know what I'm saying? Put some conditioner in it, you know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to look like Ricky Suave. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck going on? Nigga think he cute, ain't it? He must think he Fabio, you know what I'm talking about? Cause all he uses a sheen butter in his hair, you know, like, damn, why your hair so sick and so smooth? You got a perm in it? No, fuck you look like. I look like putting it just for me. All this shit come from fruits and berries. Yeah, what's the secret shit? I just crush some apples and some grapes up together, you know what I'm saying? Smash it till it get to a little syrup paste, to a jelly type, you know what I'm talking about? And this is where I get my gel from, you know what I'm talking about? Shit. My bad, y'all. I had to take a squeak on that one. You know what I'm talking about? Today is Sunday for me. You know what I'm talking about? I had to take some of that communion wine. Yeah, let me get some of that communion wine right quick. And let me keep preaching. Let me spread the gospel all over this world now, goddamn it. Cause I got these motherfuckers in the chokehold. If you agree Trey Gang got him, I got him, goddamn it. Wait a minute, I'm still stuck at 75 likes. Damn it, is that many ops and demons in this junk? Boy, look. If you got a Bible in your household right now, go grab it. Bring it back. You know what I'm talking about? Every time you see one of those demons, you goddamn it, you look. Flick the pages on that job. Flew, 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 flew. In the name of God, they'll bag up off of you. Man. Still stuck at 75 likes. Damn. All right, let me do it like this. All right, let's go to him. Let's start from what he was warning us of what was going on in March. Even though Trey ain't showing everybody this video right here. Look who all in the truck. And King Rob Van, that man got the whole family members in there. He got Jazz in that joint, Kenneka in that joint. The man got other family members in that joint that I ain't gonna name. Then they got Monique in that joint. Look, you know she a scrub. Then that's why she looked at King Rob, because if you heard the comment what King Rob said, boom, 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 man, look. Check this out. You know when the female give you that look right there, you see how she like, man, look. See how she looking at Rob? Man, look, bruh. That old slick ass shit you just said. Look. That let you know she ain't going. Yeah, let me get back to my pretty girl shit. But they going though. And guess what? Rob is all family members. Man, just look at it. Man, just look at it like this here. Man, them all your family members and you, that's why you got them all in your truck and shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause you know, they'll go. And all he does, you see that all on family members, bruh. Look at Kenneka like, damn, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? I ain't with none of this. Look at that. Ooh. I'm cooking. Trey ain't finna cook. The reason why I'm showing you this video, because listen to what the man said.
We're finna get a couple factual things straightened out, because I know y'all grown. Some of y'all people on here too grown to be still, you know, having second thoughts about this. When Melanin was in that car, we all know who Melanin is, the one who helped Chosen King spread the narrative of the Antonia Evans. When she got on there to tell that story, initially she spoke about a rape that took place in 2017, in March. They were reenacting a rape that took place. So that was facts. You can look that up. That happened. And that rape was in the Lawndale area where Christiana is located.
That's why I'm showing you this video.
There's no need to go discuss gang. You feel me? Gang knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they know what they talking about. Yeah, look. That's why I'm showing the video right now.
Guess that everybody's entertained. Even the stories I hear that I know are blatant jackassery. We entertain that. But one thing that happened for sure is that a rape took place. On Facebook Live, they threatened her uncle, they threatened her mom, and they had to get her out of there because she was being threatened every day. Everything that came after that, Melanin said, blatant jackassery. That was to feed this narrative that everybody wants to have. Why would I reenact a murder? Reenactment is the same thing as a play. It's scripted. You know what play means? A reenactment is the same thing as a play. I need you to think about that. I need y'all to think about all this, because the last time I told a person that there wasn't a Santa Claus, I got in trouble for that. So I just want y'all to open y'all mind and just think. I wouldn't want my daughter to be subjected to any ridicule. If she had already been raped, ran away, got lost, do you think that I would want her there? Why else would you think that the mom isn't so emotionally involved? She know her daughter's okay. Why else do you think that the records are sealed? Do y'all know that court cases are public? Murder cases are public. You can go in there and read murder cases that happen in your area. You can go in there and read this. These items were sealed to keep you spending, number one, but for the protection of her daughter. You can call her Kenneka Jenkins. I call it a key generator. Because every time y'all come on here with a different narrative, it's just like a key generator. They're going to listen to what y'all say, create the scheme that you're talking about, and generate another plausible explanation as to why and how this girl was killed. If you believe that you're going to go in a hotel room and fuck with the footage, blatant jackassery. Blatant jackassery. These kids are not going to come. Andrew Holmes told them, if you want to clear your name, come down here and tell us what happened. Don't wait till we show up at your door. Look at the Andrew Holmes that spoke for the rape in March of 2017, not the one that spoke for Kenneka Jenkins. The only thing factual about what Melanin said was that there was a rape that had taken place and they were reenacting it. So the question is, this is the question. Why are you reenacting a rape? Why just out the blue are you reenacting a rape? What gave you that idea? You said she was murdered. Why come you not reenacting a murder? Now, I'm pretty sure they've been taking stuff up off of taking videos off. So I wouldn't doubt that some kind of way that gets snuffed out. But if you think that she didn't say that this was about a rape that happened in 2017, go listen to it. Listen to the beginning of it, and when she said, don't listen to none of that shit that she says after that. None of that shit. Look at the beginning of it. Go research that. Find out who was, where they were from. Look at Andrew Holmes. Look at the variables in that case and this case.
Now you see the variables in the case. Look at Kenneka. See that? These people actually know the truth. They from Chicago. These is videos that will be on Kenneka page, bruh. Why you don't see none of this on Kenneka page? That's why Mr. Rita had to delete all of these videos. She still got her phone. Look at this shit, bruh. Right on the money. Boom, y'all. Look how she look. See that? She ain't going. She know her cousin them hoes, and you know they go for that shit. These the same bros, like, yeah, man, they got uncle. Look, if you go to this video, look, that's why they showing you little video like this. That's so crazy to me, bruh. And just imagine, man, you gotta look, just imagine you got a relative in your family that's somebody. Big gang now. Look, right there. Hold on. Damn, the video switched to the next crew. That's so crazy to me, right? Cause you wanna know when they go to these videos. Look. Look, Bree on the car. This ain't from the weekend. Why y'all tagging shit? Fuck, what weekend this was? You just don't want nobody to know what's up with that video right here. Yeah, you know she. Oh yeah. It's crazy how she was always got her phone, but didn't have it that night. Whoa. It's the birthday. Is this Kenneka birthday? I wanna know what hotel this gonna be then. They got it on the title. You got somebody in Timlin booth, then you got somebody on the goddamn ground. I don't think nobody paying attention to this stuff, bruh. This the crazy part about it, right? Look. I got this shit in the queue. So when the man said, hey, what this look like? They in the car with Rob, and you know Rob gonna be smashing. Who? That's why they in their truck. You got Jazz in the front seat, so you know she in the front seat. Yeah, you know King Rob, yeah. They all got Kenneka in the car like, yeah, girl, you know what I'm talking about? Rob, you know what I'm talking about? Then she found it, you know what I'm saying, figuring out like, damn, what's, you know what I'm saying? You see her eyes? They go Rob right there. He got all of them in the car. Do we need to go back to Jazz right now? When it comes to Mitchell, why you think in the beginning, I mean, you know what I'm saying, you had Jazz, Patricia Cole, you know, because you know Jazz mama is Patricia Cole. That's related to Kiara Cole. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you ain't know that, did it? You should know if you've been down with the Kenneka Jean case. You should know that. So what if I tell you, be like, what happened to Kiara Cole? There'll be another subject on his own. Won't it, Jazz? And you call Jazz out on this one, like, hey, you relate to Kiara Cole? DNA don't lie. Tell the world that's your family member. And then tell the world, like, why you ain't on the front line protesting? Like, what happened to my, yeah. Boy, the Illuminatis know how to work your plaque gland. Think about y'all, the pyramid. Guess what's missing? The top, right? That means You ain't got no head. Your brain ain't there. You got the body structure, but you don't have the most important part. You see what I'm saying? Look, check it out. What happened to Kiara Cole? Don't act like Trey Gang did not tell y'all this here. And these people, this girl right here related to Kiara Cole. You wanna know why? Let's go to this. They just act like Trey Gang don't be showing receipts when it comes to the family tree. And I just hope that I can get all the likes I can get when I just show you real goddamn receipts. Hold on, is it coming up? I think it's coming up. Oh, god damn it. Is it in my captures? No, I ain't gonna be in their captures. Hold on. I show this picture all the time. And I just told everybody, look who her mama is. Alright, hold on. Let me take my time, guys. Can I take my time, y'all? And pull it up. I know I got it. I show it all the time, but I just, you know what I'm saying? My pictures, my picture been shuffling around because I've been saving some files, trying to move files over and save some space. You know what I'm saying? Let me go here. I know where I need to go to my download files. Because I got 3 download files of the same copy. Hold on, wait a minute. Yep, let me go to this download. Right. Okay, I think I'm in the right spot. All right. Yep, I'm in the right spot. So, would this make sense when I'm trying to tell the world? Watch this, y'all. You see this? Ain't this Kiara Cole? Look who she look like. Now this finna be crazy to me. And you wanna know why King Raw was like, yeah, you look at Patricia Cole. Patricia Cole was fucking James Coleman. And like, damn, Patricia Cole was fucking James Coleman? How? The man was locked up for years, just got out a year ago. So he had to, if that's true, he had to been fucking her in 2016 to 2017, because that's when he got out in 2016. Look, why did I tried to show the world? Why did you want to know who her mama is? Guess who her mama is? This is so crazy to me that I'm like, man, I'm the only person that can show the world the real truth. I'm not no YouTuber. I don't do fancy cut, jump scares, fancy thumbnails, you know, these fancy ass voices, you know, trying to sound like no, I don't do none of that. Hold on, watch this. Hold up. Let me show you this image. Now, this lady was beefing. Well, Teresa was beefing with this lady, and I told the world like this girl. I told the world. I said, hey y'all, this lady is related to Kiara Cole. Miss Teresa is going ham on this lady. And I'm looking at this lady like, damn, why she going ham on this lady? But if you look at it, look who she look like. Don't she look like Jazz? Really? Don't Jazz look like Kiara Cole? Oh. And what ain't it funny that when Mitch and Reese were crashing out, check this out. Put your mindset like this is what Trey Gang mindset is when I figure this out, right? Just imagine the people that's watching and know what's going on with the case, they're gonna have to crash out and do a distraction. Cause what if I tell y'all be like, oh, I see why you crashing out on this lady. Cause you can go back to Jazz. And you can trace it back to Kiara Cole. Now this what Trey Gang know, right? This what Trey Gang trying to figure out. At this point, the ops know this her like Trey Gang figuring it out. Oh shit. Let me crash out and walk the street bootylicious. Look, watch this, check this out. Guess what Mitch Teresa did? Here go your proof right here. This Kiara Cole right here, right? That's missing. You see that? Ooh. Miss Teresa can't not take this back. Why would you be with this lady? And you crashing out with this lady? I see why. Guess what she did? Hold on. If you go to the other family member, you see this? Anisha Cox. Once you go to Anisha Cox, boy, you finna find out the real truth. And once you go to look who Anisha Cox look like, then you finna go to him. Whoa, Andrew Holmes, I see what's going on now. I see what's going on now with those lips. I see what's going on. You got that little different nose, but check this out. Watch this though. I'm gonna get out of that, right? Hold up, wait a minute. Watch this, y'all. Hold up. Where is that goddamn picture? I'm finna pull it up. Hold on. I think it's coming up. Yeah, it's coming up, y'all. It's coming up. Give me 1 second. Gotta show you this shit. Hold on, wait a minute. It gotta be in my downloads. That's when I had Miss Teresa and her sister. I gotta go to that. Miss Teresa and her sister. Now you know what? I go to Miss Teresa page right now. Now let me go to this one. Facebook. Go to Facebook. Teresa Martin. All I just gotta do is go to the photos. Go to the photos. And I just gotta go right here. Right here. That's all right there. Hold up. You see that? Patricia Cole is the mother of Jazz. Right? Same one in the truck with Rob. And she also related to who? Kiara Cole. Hi, y'all. That what got me so mad, because I'm like, man, y'all need to look into this stuff yet. Because if you don't look into this stuff yet, they finna delete it. Oh, they finna scrub these people. They finna scrub these people records. And once you find out, like, let me look into this shit. And then you look into this shit, then you ain't gonna be able to find it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Look. This why what Trey Gang know, look at it like this here. Trey Gang says something. Mitch Teresa finna crash out. Nobody don't know why Mitch Teresa and Jedediah would be crashing out. And the way they crashing out, they dissing themselves for Trey Gang to put the spotlight on them. Cause they don't want the people to know that look what Trey Gang actually linking. Cause guess what? Since nobody ain't listening, look how she on the plane with her. Who? She don't want to be bothered. See that? Next picture. Bitch, you just walked the street butt naked. And you want to take a picture with me? Bitch, you trying to take me down with you? Are you trying to take me down with you? Cause Trey Gang say, hey y'all, look, Kiara Cole, these people got a reward out on this girl, bro. Guess who she with? T.Y. There she go, right here. Guess who the ops, when it come to the YouTuber, who is Timothy? Got y'all on the run, on the hunt. Like they really finna give you some truth. And you fall for it? Man, you simple-minded? You see what I'm saying? Here go right here, watch this. Look. Ain't that Kiara Cole? That's Patricia Cole. Why when it come to the biggest missing person cases and the girl walked in the freezer, just those two cases, when it come to the radio station, why they just only interview them? Yeah, you got the Kiara Cole mother on her, and you got Kenneka Jenkins mama on her. Not no other murder cases, but these two. Yeah. Oh yeah. Appreciate the 100 likes, y'all. Appreciate the 100 likes. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I'm just glad that I reached the level that I'm like, man, you know what? I always feared that I'm like, I hope I don't lose to the devil. Cause I want to tell y'all the world like this here. You see how he looked just like Patricia Cole? I could just talk about his murder alone. The man got news article about him. Right? You don't know him. I don't know him. But once you research somebody and be like, damn, this nigga serious, bro. This your worst nightmare. Him. When you look at this face, man, this man gangster as hell. But do you want to know what his profession is, though? He a street nigga, and he banging out the rain. But you know what he really do? He a pimping motherfucker. And I said, damn, he a pimping motherfucker? Like, yeah. Cause once you do his background check, They label him as a pedophile because he in the pimp game. And you know, pimping be dealing with underage girl and selling. You know what I'm talking about? That's what he do. But he just got gang ties. Man, that man put the police. Look, check this out. Look, watch this. Guess how he died? Look at this picture one more time. You see Mr. Risa, right? Look at this picture one more time. I want y'all to get what I'm saying. You see that picture, Mr. Risa on the plane with her. You see her energy? She don't want to be bothered, bro. She was forced to get on the plane with you. All because you crashing out. You see what I'm saying? Cause once you find out, this what you finna find out, be like, bitch, it's over with. These people, once they look into his murder, we set that man up just like we set J Money up. Y'all remember that boy named Corey Martin? They set him up like they set J Money up. They set him up like they set Kevin Watson up. Watch this, y'all. Man, look. When Trey Gang be like, this what Trey Gang did. And I'm like, man, look, I see how the world works. And I'm like, man, look. I got some information that I could put out there, but ain't nobody gonna really believe me on this because, you know, they so hypnotized by other YouTubers and other TikTokers and things, what they see, and it just fit their soul like, yeah, I believe this and I can relate to this and all this, but check this out, why did check this out? Hold up, why did? Kevin Watson murdered live on Facebook. Why did? See that? Why did y'all? Just look at the image. And check this out. Watch this. This is what y'all don't know. Every block, look, every block they get murdered on, look who he look like. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You would never know this till you look this shit up. What good this would do me if I tell everybody like, damn, you know, when it comes to the Kenneka Jenkins case, nobody never talked about him, but certain YouTubers. And we like, yeah, y'all need to look into this nigga right here. What? You want to be schooled? Look. I can show y'all one video. Is this video right here? That's what happened to all Miss Teresa brothers. Why is all her brothers was murdered in the same fashion? Yeah, this shit finna get serious. Ooh wee, and I know why you laughing in the chat, cause you know the truth. Man, you know the truth. That's why you laugh, you know the truth. And I hate to say that it really ain't funny though. But it's funny in a way that if you see how many people that don't understand, it will make it so fun. Think about a murderer, right? Just think about like a murderer. and you set motherfuckers up and nobody can't figure that, man, that'll be the most funniest shit that you can read. You can read the comments, be like, yeah, man, I think of a hand and foot grab Kenneka, and you don't think the killer like, ha 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 ha. And y'all sitting up here pouring y'all hearts out, be like, man, I really think a hand and foot grab Kenneka in the corner. And the killer looking at this shit like, look at this murder. Watch this. See that? And it was his own family members. Look at this shit. Why you never saw no surveillance footage? Why nobody never saw no surveillance footage? How many, when he got murdered, right? They didn't show not one surveillance footage. This was 5 months ago. Not one surveillance footage, all the cameras in the area to show the person that pulled up and shot. No car description, no none of that. Yeah. Since you don't look into that, you will never question that. Because that ain't what your mind. You be like, oh man, that's fucked up what they did. I believe it's a setup. Yeah. Look. This the crazy part about it. Man, Trey ain't showing the word Kiara Cole. Look. You want to know what's the cold part about? Guess how much reward they said you would find her alive? Guess what Trey ain't gonna say? Nah, you ain't gonna find her alive. You would never will. The girl already been cremated, bro. She already been cremated. You would never find her or her baby. Man. Look. You can look into this man murder alone. This is the crazy part about it. You don't even need no YouTuber to explain this to you. If you want to find out the truth, what happened to Kenneka Jenkins and why Mitchell Reese was crashing out, why Mitchell Reese would be crashing out when she said this right here. Hold on, watch this, y'all. Hold up, watch this. See that? All family members. You got cameras. You gonna have cameras that's showing a car. If it pull up on the block, they're gonna show you blocks before we even. Since the subscribers don't look at it like that. Look how the YouTubers know how to look at it. When I tell y'all, bruh, these YouTubers is connected with law enforcement. That's why they be going viral on these videos, because they working with law enforcement and they know how to present the news. This how I'm learning. For a prime example, do anybody see any other footage? Look. Right here, watch this. All these video cameras that's on these buildings, you can't mean to tell me, did the car come from this way? Did it come from northbound, eastbound, southbound, westbound? Where did this car come from? You never saw that footage, did it? Nope. Because nobody ain't even asking for it. Ain't nobody asking for it. Guess why nobody ain't asking for it? If when he died, I wish he would have had a cell phone. Cause it would have went down just like how he died. Right here. See that? This how J Money died. This how he died. This how Kenneka daddy died. This how J Money died. All all the same way in the neighborhood, bro. Who this is? Miss Teresa But God? Man, come on. I ain't finna answer to that. Man, look, if you can't show your face to me and let me know that you actually Miss Teresa Mon, I don't want to rap with you. Carry on, goddammit. You been dismissed. You welcome to chat, though. You know what I'm talking about? And type in the chat, though. You know, boost my, get me back in the algorithm. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I just want y'all to see that shit in the chat, right? So let's carry on, gang. Cause I don't want nobody to get excited. I must touch a nerve when I said, hey, when you go back to J Money, look, guess who I figured out J Money was fucking with? Y'all want to know who J Money baby mama is and who she related to? Hi, y'all. Matter of fact, let me do it like this here, gang. I'm on the move. Hold on. Right here. I need to go to this. Now, y'all see this? Let me blow this up. This is screen I need to blow up right here. This is one I need to blow up right there. All right, we got it. We got it. Got it. Yes, sir. Y'all see Jazz? Won't it would make sense that if Trey Gang school y'all and be like, look, Kiara Cole came up. What's her address? What block she came up missing? Nobody want to able to tell you. Only thing they'll know, I just know the girl missing. She came up missing at the 8200 block. That's where Jedediah stay at. Not only that's where Jedediah stay at, right? That's where King Rob from. Cause King Rob from 51st in Vernon. He run the BDs. King Rob run BD. Just say like everybody know who Lil Durk is, right? Everybody know Lil Durk the man when it comes to the rap game, nah, he ain't really the man when it comes to Chicago. Cause he got to answer to who? King Rob. That's his big homie. So Lil Durk ain't really shit, bro. These people got goddamn it looking at Durk like King. Lil Durk no shit. King Ron got more authority than King Lil Durk, bruh. Shit. This shit so crazy, bro. When I figured this shit out, I'm like, man, look, I'm so glad. Check this out. This might be the most weirdest shit that's finna fly out my mouth, and I might get criticized for this. But for the people that understand, nah, I ain't gonna criticize for this. If it weren't for Kenneka Jenkins and they set that girl up for being murdered, I wouldn't have my eyes wide open right today. So when they sacrifice that girl, they sacrifice that girl for fame. But when it comes to me searching them, I'm glad that you did that. Cause you just showed me the truth, and the people that feel like me, we see the truth. Who you in the car with? King Rob? How Miss Teresa would explain this? What? And then King Rob threatened Miss Teresa. When King Rob threatened Miss Teresa, be like, yeah, you bet, he was with Chosen King when they were threatening Miss Teresa. You don't think he got a reason to? You don't think he got a reason to? Everybody know this. Look, everybody know when he look at Kenneka, bruh. I don't even know Kenneka that well though, but that facial expression right there, you could tell she on game, bruh. Man, this girl on game, and you want to know why she targeted. You want to know why she targeted. Now, one of these bitches would never be targeted. Like Monifa, they willingness. You know, yeah, now they'll never be targeted. Nah, I ain't give you this booty. Look at Kenneka like, what? No, not this. Man, you got me fucked up. And look, touch my motherfucking booty, I'm gonna give you a left hook and a jab. But no, not her cousin. She in the front seat. That let you know her status is like, yeah, bitch, I'm in the front seat. Fuck this shit. I just want some bud, some weed, bitch, and some drink. And you can hear King Rob in the background like, yeah, bitch, get Kenneka. Yeah, y'all go in there, tell Kenneka, tell that bitch, know what I'm saying, man, yeah, everything cool. Yeah. But it ain't working. Nope. It ain't working. Since that ain't gonna work, guess what they did? Everybody said Kenneka is not that type of girl. The facial expression showed you that. Guess who she looking at? Right? Everybody agreed to, man, Kenneka ain't that type of girl. You go back to her Facebook page, you never saw Kenneka on her own page drinking alcohol or holding a blunt to her mouth or smoking cigarettes or even talking about drinking and doing drugs. You never seen that shit. You never seen. Since she didn't go, but everybody that's surrounding her that's going, look what happened to her. And I'm from the street, and I can vouch for this. That's the cold part about it. Nobody don't want to see this. Since she wasn't gone, and King Ron them is connected to Andrew Holmes them and to all of these little ass girls, and Kenneka decided, man, I ain't going. Yeah, you ain't got to go. You gonna go automatic. And we gonna fool the world about you. Man, I wanna cry so bad, bro. Man, I wanna cry. I don't even give a fuck right now, bro. Cause I look at it like this here, man, if I got a homeboy with pores, bro. And I'm looking at it like, damn, man, I know how bad you wanted the bitch. And the bitch ain't going, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know this. And I'm not talking, when I talk this language, I'm not talking to defend Kenneka Jenkins, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking like in the street way, in the hood way, bruh. This what I look at, like this here. Just say it's a nigga that's cool with King Rob. They on the same level. King Rob, look in the family. He got all these girls, you know, he got clout and shit, right? We don't know this, none of this shit. We are not from Chicago. We is not from the hood. You see what I'm saying? I mean, from Chicago, from their neighborhood. When it comes to gangs, we'll never heard these people when it comes to gangs, but they affiliate. This is so crazy to me, bro. This just finna let me know how many green motherfuckers that's out here. Cause look how I'm finna look at it. If I fuck with a nigga, right, and I'm like, damn, we in the same field. Hey man, I'm pimping like a motherfucker, and I know you pimping, but you really ain't pimping. You know what I'm saying? You really, you know what I'm saying, fucking with underage girls. My pimping don't fuck with underage girls. You know, I fuck with real hoes. See what I'm saying? And I see that the move that you pulled, that as a nigga from the street, all of these hoes surrounding Kenneka Jenkins, but she ain't no hoe. But you trying to use, so what you did was, hey, look, make her feel comfortable so she could join the game and do what y'all do. And Kenneka like, nah, I ain't, no. Mm-mm. No, I don't fuck around like that. This just let you know she is not going. But this is to show you, guess who everybody else going. See that? Look, boy, and this ain't pimping. This what pimping really look like. Put it like this here. You got a grown ass man and got young bros mind so scribbled up, and they want this one particular girl, Kenneka Jenkins, because she outdo all of them. Fuck you talking about. And y'all got children out here. You got kids. And you want to know why, like, damn, I ain't even heard from my child no more. All because it could take one night. Yeah, girl, come hang with us. It could just take one night. Oh yeah, she ain't ready. Look, it gonna take a pimp. Look, it gonna take a pimp once she get that facial expression right here. Why did? Once a pimp see this, he gonna be like, oh yeah, she ain't going. Drug her. And guess what they finna do? Boom. Finna drug her. She gonna like it, daddy. Yeah, she gonna be passed out in a minute. Yeah, she gonna like it, daddy. Boom. That's how it go down. Straight like that. While you pass out, they celebrate. See that? That don't make no sense. You say you care about Kenneka Jenkins. Look at her reaction now. Ain't nothing funny about that. Ain't nothing funny about this shit here. Ain't nothing funny about this. That's why I got everything on mute. Cause you see how everything on mute? And she with King Rob and them. Look. And you don't see none of this on her live video. Why you don't see this on Kenneka Jenkins Facebook live video, Instagram? So check this out. And nobody never went to her Instagram or Twitter page and none of that shit. They want justice for Kenneka. But the YouTubers know, the TikTokers know that you really don't want justice for Kenneka. Look. That's crazy. Look who all they are with, family members. Family member, bro. All right. I tell you what, gang. Is this the crew? Nah, this ain't the crew. It's got to be this one. Now I'm just let the crew play. Right here. I'm just let the crew play, gang. Starting off from right here. And let me just play the whole video so y'all can see what's going on. And I'm out, y'all.
Because if Rob not going along with what everybody else doing, they all charging money. If Rob not going along with what everybody else doing, and then it kind of screws them up because guess what? It lets people know that you can get real content on YouTube without going in your wallet. Because I'm going to still stand on that till the day I die. If you're on YouTube asking for donations, you a stone cold bitch and you're not a man. And that goes for anybody who's asking for donations on YouTube. Nope, let YouTube pay you. If YouTube paying you, just get it from YouTube. Why do you let YouTube tell you to go beg the subs? YouTube cut their checks and told them to come beg y'all. No, you don't do that. YouTube cut y'all checks and told y'all to come beg them. Nope, you make YouTube pay you. You're on their platform. They cut y'all checks. That's to get them more money. You dumbass fuckers. And that's why they got y'all on here begging the people. Any grown ass man that's on YouTube asking for donations is a bitch. And that don't go for the women because they can ask for whatever the fuck they want to ask for. I don't care. That goes for any grown ass man that's on YouTube asking somebody for donations. You might as well go take your punk bitch ass on the corner with a "why lie, I need a motherfucking beer" sign. And those are facts. And Rob has been saying that as soon as I got on YouTube. Because when I got out of jail and I seen somebody asking somebody for money on YouTube, a donation, I was like, what, his mama died or some shit like that? Folks them had to explain to me, is this what grown men is doing now? Asking people for money. Y'all, I thought that was the most despicable shit I have seen in my life. I thought the nigga, somebody in his family was dead, his mama or somebody. I was like, why would people donate to him? Is his mama died or something? Somebody died? They was like, no, Rob, that's just how they do it. What? Grown-ass man begging for money? What? Tells you a lot about them. Tells you a lot about them. So if a grown-ass man can actually get on here and ask someone from another state to give him a couple dollars, donate him a couple dollars, you better have a prosthetic leg or your fucking forehead better be gone if somebody I know give you a motherfucking dollar. No, for what? Lies? And then when they do that, y'all, they have to lie to you because a lot of these motherfuckers can't pay their rent. See, a lot of these motherfuckers count the money before it's there already. So they count their little YouTube check, jag that off on their drugs or whatever, they cocaine or they prostitutes or whatever the fuck they jag it off on, and then they be waiting on your little donations. And that's why I always tell you subs this here. If you think these motherfuckers are so special and so real and they're telling you so much for you to be donating to these motherfuckers and running over to their motherfucking channel just to donate to them, then how about you don't donate to them for a few times and watch what they do? They're going to kick you out. See, I know motherfuckers right now that make people pay for mods. Oh, Tommy does that. They all does it, y'all. They make all the people who they have mods, they make them pay. See, those are the people that's paying. They got the mods and shit. If you don't pay, you don't get shit. You're just gonna be a regular sub. They're not gonna yell your name out or nothing. You're just gonna be a regular person, and that's how they play you. And those is facts. Those is facts. You gotta pay for a mod. You're despicable. Grown ass man begging. No, let YouTube pay you. Let YouTube pay you. That's like y'all, that's like this here. Y'all, that's like this here. That's like this here. Let me see. That's like you're going down the street, that's like you going down the street cleaning up the white man's house for $40. And then you're coming down to your mother's house and not doing nothing and asking her for $40. I think you should let the man you just cleaned his house up give you 80 then. You see, he should give you 80. Because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's nowhere no nigga can put that. I don't give a fuck who you is, Willie D, Hassan Campbell, or any motherfucker on YouTube. There's no way a man can get out that motherfucking box.
I want to know why he's mentioned those names. Let's see why. Hassan Campbell. Let's see why. When Trey Gang put y'all on this, let's see why. But Trey Gang finna show you this right here. Hold up, wait a minute. Right here. Right here. This channel right here will show you all. And why he would be mentioning him. Hold up. Everybody know what that means. Oh. King Rod said what?
You see, he should give you 80. Because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's nowhere no nigga can put that. I don't give a fuck who you is, Willie D, Hassan Campbell, or any motherfucker on YouTube. There's no way a man can get out that motherfucking box. Because there's no logical excuse why you should be asking a grown-ass person from another state for a donation, unless your motherfucking child is dead, you need some help, your motherfucking head finna fall off, you got a prosthetic leg, a prosthetic foot, a prosthetic eye. There's no way in hell a grown-ass functionable man. And it don't seem like too many of you motherfuckers missing prosthetic legs or nothing. No, what I was always told is a grown-ass man get up and work. You see? I even make my children work for whatever the fuck they want. You're going to go do something for it. You're definitely going to work. Just even if you got to take the garbage out. The little ones, take the garbage out. The big ones, wash those motherfucking dishes. Because you don't get nothing in this world for free. If I gave you stuff every day in this motherfucking world for free, then maybe when I'm gone, you won't know what the fuck to do. So I'm going to get you prepped up for jobs and work now so you will know that you have to work for your money. Because it seems like all the easy money that comes in doesn't do nothing but fuck you up, and it costs your parents more money. So if you want easy money, when you can work and get you some good money, and you want some easy money, you're going to wind your dumb ass up with no money and sitting in the cell. And those are facts. See, those are facts. Yes, sir, those are facts. Those are facts, sir. Yeah, those are facts. See, so they're not functional. See, and that's why this new generation of people is lazy. No one on the face of this earth cannot tell me that this new generation of children ain't lazy. They're the most laziest motherfuckers you ever seen. You know what's making them lazy? This shit right here. Social media and all type of shit. They'll rather say, I work from home. Bitch, you don't work from home. Nah, that's not work. That's come on. That's not work, bitch. That's not work. You're cheating. See, they're lazy because that's all they got, right? See, listen, they don't sell drugs. They don't sell, the only thing they'll sell is some kush or some shit like that. They won't get out there and hustle like that. They won't get out there mow lawns and rake or try to start their own business or none of that. If it ain't coming off a scam that they can do on the internet or some car swiping shit, they ain't doing it. See, they lazy hustling. They lazy hustling. They lazy hustling. They ain't getting it for real. They ain't getting it for real. You know why? And that's why when they go to jail, they're not going to have no hustle. They're going to be waiting on someone else to give them something. And then they're going to find out of sight, out of mind, because if you ain't got shit, if you out here trying to rap and get money and all this, tell me that your mother really ain't have no money. So if your mother really, and that's no disrespect to nobody's mother, because a lot of our mothers don't have nothing. So I'm saying that to say this here. If your mother don't have nothing really to give you right now, she's not a predicament to give you shit right now, then when you go to jail, please don't think that's going to change. See, because a lot of people fuck up and think when they go to jail, then they be calling home like, man, motherfuckers ain't sending me none of this. They was broke when you was out. You only been in here 2 weeks. What the fuck you thought? Everybody went and got a magic job since you was gone? They was all broke when you was out. And that's why I say you have to be the breadwinner. Because I'm the breadwinner in my family, so I have to have money. Because if I go to jail, no one can do nothing for me. Just my brother. You see? And that's what you got to understand when you're the breadwinner. That's what you got to understand. You see what I'm saying? See, and then these children out here, they're not even doing nothing, so they're not even the breadwinners, they're just there. And then those type of motherfuckers go to jail, and then they mad at their mama and their daddy and all these people who won't come and get them, and they mad at their girlfriend because she out there fucking another motherfucker. No, you got to accept the game. You was broke. You was broke. They was all broke when you left and went to jail. And that's why you was stealing and doing whatever the fuck you doing, and you got caught up. Now, no one's magically just blows up. Just have money when you go to jail. If they was broke when you went to jail, sit in the cell long enough to think like, damn, I can't even call them. They was fucked up when I was out there. And see, and that's where the shorties get fucked up at. That's where a lot of people get fucked up at. Man, motherfuckers ain't sent me nothing when I was in jail. They was broke. Of course your girl gonna be fucking somebody else. She got to do what she gotta do. Because you was broke, now you just went to jail. Now she extra ain't got nothing. So she gotta suck a little dick and give a little pussy up while you gone. Just be happy that she still be there when you come home. So that's it, that's all. You can't get mad at her. You left her broke. See, this is the shit I be talking about right there. See, niggas can't even think that far, y'all. Niggas can't even think that far. They be sitting that motherfucker talking about niggas ain't sitting on, niggas ain't doing nothing. No, nigga, you got to get it out here. Because you got to look at it like this. If you coming from a fucked up family, like we come from, families that don't have too much money, and you out here doing other shit, that's why I say you got to get your own shit. You got to get prepared. You got to have money because you have shit that you're going to run into and you might have to go to jail. You got to bond yourself out. You do shit. And if you know you're coming from this family, don't have really nothing like that, then you're really screwed. If you're doing crimes, you get popped off. You got to either sit in that motherfucker or you can't bond out because no one has money. You see what I'm saying? They designed the shit like this for none of us to have money. So you got to outthink these motherfuckers and think outside the box, man. You got to think outside the box. You got to think straight outside the motherfucking box, and that's why we have a lot of motherfuckers out here fucked up in this game right now, man. Niggas be fucked up in the game, man. Niggas got the game fucked up because there's one thing the game fucked up because it ain't no structure. Niggas ain't telling these motherfuckers how to really get it, you know what I'm saying? But they made it happen like that when they took all the structure. Now, the only hope that they gave the children the hope. They gave them this hope, y'all. This is the industry-made hope. Now, it's just like when, just like this here, drug dealers' destiny is reaching a key. And all their destiny is to get a deal. They made the hope for them. Listen, and the reason why I say they made the hope and no one can say I'm lying, how many children now do you hear say If you go to 10 children right now and say what you want to be when you grow up, or no, what's your occupation? All 10 of them 9 I'm gonna tell you they're a rapper. See, they're chasing the false dream. You barely even hear niggas talking about they want to be hoopers anymore. Everybody is a rapper now. Everybody is a rapper now. So that means if everybody a rapper now, then that means that that they getting their game and all the shit they're getting it from the industry. They're getting it from the industry. See, they don't listen. So what that means? That means that that means that about time they get to a certain age, they chase this dream for so long. About time they get to a certain age, they don't know what to do because they was chasing a rap game. They chasing the rap game. Now they don't know what to do because they're so focused on everybody thinking that you're making these shorties think like, okay, this the way you're going to get money. So they don't want to get out and venture into nothing else. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these, listen, I'm going to tell you this here. Out of 10 of you could take 10 shorties that said they want to be rappers. You could take 10 of those children right there. All of you children say y'all want to be rappers. Okay, give me a month with you guys, okay? Just bear with me on this. Give me a month with you guys. This is what I'll tell them. Give me a month with you guys. Just bear with me on this. Now look, I'm just saying this right here. I'm just saying this right here. Now say I take these children for a month, right? And I have them give them some type of skill, some type of craft, or show them like, okay, what you like to do, or he like to do this here. Okay, look, I'm gonna show you how you do this and you start your business and what. I'm gonna show you the business way of this right here and show them this. Listen here. Out of those 10 children right there, I'm gonna tell you this here. Out of those 10 children right there, I'm gonna say 9 of them, probably 10. I want to say 10, but 9 of them, you guys, 9 of those children right there, gonna wind up doing something in life that's gonna bring them more money than what that rap industry will make. See, a lot of these children have things inside them that they can do that'll actually be a better occupation than the rap game. And you know why I say that? Because they're learning a craft or something that they learn how to do. So they're in control of this. They're in control. And it's only for them to get better with their skills. Because with the rap game, it's like this here. This is why I say they will learn more better. Because listen, the rap game is just like the NFL or the NBA. You see, it's like a lottery. It's like winning the lottery to get in there. Listen, see, this is what I'm saying. And 10 children is a small number because you know how many children want to be rappers today? But guess what? If we have 1 million children want to be rappers today, out that million, it's probably going to be 50 that make it. If you compare listen, the reason why I say 50, people may say that's a long margin or something like that, but no, listen. If you compare each rapper, compare the rappers that you know to the citizens, to normal people, we outnumbered them by millions. You see? See, the rap ain't just like everybody making this. Like everybody making it in the industry. No. See, you can't. When I say rappers, all that other shit doesn't mean nothing. If you ain't got a platinum hit out there and you making some money, you don't count. Because you're right what I'm talking about. See, my moral of that story is this here. A lot of these children can don't know the route that they can take and be in a better predicament than rap. See, they can be in a better predicament than rap. You know why? Because one thing is they know social media. You see? They can be in a better predicament than rap. And then you know why it's another better predicament than rap? Because more likely they won't lose their life. Because they're in control of their life and not those people. And that's the last thing you want someone to do is be in control of your life. See, the industry is like the jails. Isn't jail the only where someone is in control with your life? They're in control of your life. They tell you when to wake up, eat, shit, piss. And the industry is the same way. But a lot of these shorties never been to the joint and none of that, so they don't know that feeling. But trust me, they're getting a different feeling, like no feeling. Dead is, if you want to say that. You know, when you're dead, you have no feeling. You see? And then I had a shorty tell me this. Listen. I had a shorty tell me this. He said, because I used to always be scolding that little ass. They're like, pay your shit. But nigga, you can go to the feds and this and that. And I was like, for one, I can't go to the feds because I'm not in that field no more, sir. But for two, is this here's, I'll rather chance it with drugs than chance it with my life. See, because if I go sell someone some coke or some heroin or something and I catch an indictment, I'm coming home. But if you go down the street and shoot a op and you kill him, it's over with for you.
Watch this. Check this out. Y'all see this image? Do that look like that's the girl on the gurney right here? That's all I want to know. Give me your honest opinion right now. And I carry on. This is determined. Do I need to keep it going or shut it down? This finna be real weird. Man, y'all remember the freezer picture where they showed what Kenneka would be looking like in the freezer? Look at it. Check this out. Watch this. Check this out. You see the hair? Look at the hair. Ooh. Now this what Miss Teresa gonna have a problem with. Y'all know she said, yeah, that's my dog in the freezer. And y'all remember this story what Miss Teresa said? Oh, wait, Miss Teresa. Man, Miss Teresa, I'm so glad that you exposed yourself. Cause you can't never change this narrative. Hold on, Miss Teresa. You said what, Miss Teresa? Oh, wait.
He stated to me that he was from Chicago Police Department. He's a special investigator, and he's gonna get me answers.
Ain't this the same? Oh, man. Hold up. Oh, she talking about Andrew Holmes at this point. I'm glad that it paused right there. Cause guess what? We just found out about Andrew Holmes. But let's go back when they said, when you saw your dog in the freezer.
That's when they allowed me. They walked us back there. They said, wait, this is a crime scene.
Ooh.
You are not allowed to take any photos. You can't touch, and don't touch anything. And they watched us as if we was there. Like we was involved in it. It seemed like the crime scene was on us.
That's why the crime scene will be on you. Y'all committed this months ago, and that's why they like, look, don't bring your phones in here when we show you this body. And then when you look at this, check this out. Look at this. If you look at her photo, watch this. Not only look at her photo, right? Let's go to Kenneka photo. It would be fair to show her photo alongside of with that photo, right? Who would be in the casket? Yeah, we finna kill all conspiracy theories right now. Hold on, let me pull Kenneka picture up right quick. Oh yeah, I go this download right here. Oh yeah, we got it now. Oh yeah, we got it now. So now look, which one will be on the gurney? But they both look alike, right? See that? Check them out. What if they show us Kenneka photos and then she was in the freezer and tricked us? And we're like, this on September the 10th. In reality, there was months ahead of this footage. There could be another girl on the gurney and they gave a picture of Kenneka in the footage, so we matching footage of Kenneka in the freezer and matching it with the gurney, and that's another total person on the footage. Yeah, I see what's going on now. Yep. Oh yeah, you see it in that game? Oh yeah, you see it? Look how Mitch Reacher finna approach the body. Look, 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 look. Look at this. Watch this. Look at the face. Ooh wee. And that's why they watch how Mitch Reacher finna greet the body. Won't this support our narrative? If that's not Kenneka, if they tricked us, we like, damn, Kenneka died months ago. So it's another girl that died that night. That's who they pulled out the freezer. And so they had Miss Teresa come in there, be like, yeah, say this your daughter, right? Check this out. Boom. Look, check it out. Look, you got Miss Teresa running out. Now I understand why King Ra would say that's the real reason why Miss Teresa would be running out the hotel, because she seen who was on the gurney, right? Check it out. Boom. This what the YouTubers know. This what y'all don't know, bruh. And then look, boom. Watch this. Watch how Mitchell Reese finna come in there, John, and watch how is they reacting to who on the gurney or who in the kitchen. Watch this. I'm skipping it. That's why Mona Stack's showing y'all this shit, bruh. Cause this is gold right here. Look, that's why she keeps showing this shit to match it up, cause they already know who real body is on that gurney, and it's not Kenneka Jenkins. It's not Kenneka Jenkins. Oh no, damn, y'all ain't seeing it. My bad, gang. Hold on, my bad. Hold on, y'all. Right here, here you go, right here. My bad, y'all. Here you go, right here. Boom, you see that? I'm gonna rewind it. Look. Bam, see, I'm rewinding. Look, I'm rewinding. Look, check this out. I'm rewinding this shit, bro. That's why they showing you this shit, cause look what it look like now. Like, damn. If that's not Kenneka on the body, it on the gurney, and it's another totally person. How y'all thumb me up if I'm showing y'all now, goddammit. And I'ma pause until mother be like, yeah, play the video, Trey Gang. We got the T now. When thumb me up or something, let me know, you know what I'm saying? I'm back on track. I'm back on track. Let me know I'm back on track. Let me know, goddamn. I know I just fucked up on that one. I know I fucked up on that one because I ain't looking at my other screen. You know what I'm saying? Because I got 3 monitors over here. And I'm looking at one of them, and I got a couple of them set up, and I ain't looking at none one of them. Okay, we on the track. All right, okay, boom. All right. Since we on track now, look at this picture this person right here on the gurney, and look at this on the gurney, right? That look like this person on the gurney. We ain't got to agree with this Kenneka. We ain't got to agree with this her on the gurney. We ain't got to agree with none of that. Only thing we can look at like, yep, they do look similar. They could be two different persons, right? Watch how Miss Teresa finna respond to this shit. Look, just say we know. Look at it like this here. That's not Kenneka on the gurney. That's why Miss Teresa will be running out the hotel cause of this. Or Barbara Evans. Think about Barbara Evans. At this point, what Raw was saying, they looking at that fake body on the gurney. And that's his family member on the gurney. Every YouTuber that was against Miss Teresa, they is Barbara Evans people and putting Miss Teresa on blast. Look, that's why Miss Teresa will be running out the junk. Guess where they just came from? White did. That is not her daughter. She know that's not her daughter. They just show her like, yeah, Antonio and Vet Evans, yeah, we got this on you, Antonio and Vet Evans. So think about when they ran out the room. Guess who Miss Teresa what they had to do? Boy, Chosen King and King Rob finna come after Miss Teresa. Boy, they finna come out Miss Teresa. Yeah, Miss Leonora, why you ran from me and all of this old shit? Because Miss Teresa sold everybody out. Is this the girl that actually that died on the 6th? And they try to cover it up for the 6th and the 9th and put Kenneka in it. It would make sense why you got to say Kenneka died on September 9th or the 10th. If you don't want nobody to know that she died months ago and fool the world. That's simple. Shit, that's simple. And then get all the people, check this out, the people on Antonio and Vet Evans side, they can't do nothing but expose Miss Teresa. And that's what they did. They tried to expose the world about Antonio and Vet Evans, say, yeah, this is Antonio and Vet Evans in the freezer. This the one they pulled out the freezer. But no, Rosemont said no. You go to these photos, we got an investigation. That's Kenneka we pulled out the freezer right here. So now you automatically thinking that that's Kenneka in the freezer because they just pulled her out, right? But this could be actually this girl they pulled out the freezer. See what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody ain't finna look at it like that. See what I'm saying? All because you looking at the pictures of her in the freezer, they just match it up. Just say, how would you feel the picture that you saw Kenneka in the freezer was in June? And then when it comes to September the 9th, they pulling a whole totally another body out the freezer. And you thinking this Kenneka Jenkins. See what I'm saying? Look. Then the lady said this.
That's when they allowed me. They walked us back there. They said, wait, this is a crime scene. you are not allowed to take any photos. You can't touch, and don't touch anything. And they watched us as if we was there. Like we was involved in it. It seemed like the crime scene was on us, not what went on with my daughter.
Right. So you see your daughter in the freezer now. To bring up to date.
No, I'm sorry. No, at this time, they had removed her from the freezer. I asked them. Yes.
Look, so when they said, when King Rod was telling the world, Mitch Teresa is related to the Evans family, look how this lady look just like Mitch Teresa. And you want to know why her name came up? Once you figure out what I'm trying to tell the world, don't she look like Mitch Teresa? That's if you feel like, yeah, she do look like Mitch Teresa. Trey Gang say they related. King Rob say they related. The reason why her name came up, cause guess how she died? In Mitch Teresa. Ooh! Look. See, you know what the crazy part about it? I'm gonna tell the world this. Do not never, ever come to me and say, Trey Gang told us, and I act like I didn't even know. Watch this. This all I got to say to the world right now. The reason why King Rob was telling everybody Antonio and Vic Evans is related to Kenneka Jenkins. And I say, y'all, don't they look alike? Everybody grim like, yeah, they look alike. But when I tell you they related, now you got mental judgment like, well, they look alike, but I don't think they related. I'm going to end the live. Good night.